Hey, hi, how are ya? What's going on with you? Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. We're back in the studio. I had to do a panel discussion, moderate a panel discussion tonight on mental health and physical health here in Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of May. So since I had everything already lit, I said, let me just get on here and see who's who and what is really going on with ya. Woo woo. Welcome to How We Flow Today TV. Let me get my ticker scrolling on the bottom for you. How We Flow Today TV. It's our community centered on self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, and really just being your best self, coming up with your best life ever. That's really the life of your dreams you don't have to take a vacation from. And that's literally if you're working your life in God's purpose for you, that's your best life ever. And you don't have to take a vacation from that because you're going to be fully blessed in that. So let's go for what God has for us. Let's go to our destiny dig. So, hey, I don't really have a lot to chat with you about today. I just wanted to hop on here while I had the opportunity. I didn't get to do a Sunday video. So I said, well, what's today? It's Monday. Yeah, so I'll do a Monday video. Monday video. Say what's going on with you guys. So anyhow, it's the beginning of a busy week ahead, but it was kind of refreshing to work the panel discussion tonight for 116village.org and the things that they're going to be working on here in the second half of the year. So happy to work with Jarrell Jones and his folks over there. And I want to thank all of our amazing panelists. As soon as I get the video back, I'll share it with you guys here and also on the flow. Thanks to, of course, Jarrell Jones, founder CEO of 116 Village. Also, Deidre Richards. Thank you to you, Miss B. Also, Minister Eunice Gillian was on the panel. Jonathan White on the panel. Also, Tia Marine on the panel. And David A. Miller on the panel tonight. Woo, woo, woo. And myself as your trustee moderator to navigate you through. And thanks to everybody who joined in for the discussion. It was really good. We'll be doing more of those for 116 Village and also featuring those on the Flow. So the Flow streaming service. So yeah, we're just out here trusting God because that's what we do over here. I hope that you're doing the same. Boy, there's so much greatness ahead. So much greatness ahead. Was just at the groundbreaking for the Benison mixed use development over on the property of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. So they just put the video out of the groundbreaking ceremony. You guys should check that out on the New Birth streaming platforms, on their YouTube and their Facebook, possibly on newbirth.org also. But yes, indeed. Come on now. Thank you, New Birth family. Thank you, everyone involved in the project. And thanks for the visionaries that helped put this thing together, and including Bishop Elliot L. Long, who bought the property in the first place. So now we're moving into what else can we do with all these acres? And yeah, it's time. So it's going to be really, really great. A great addition to the city of Stonecrest and all that is in DeKalb County. So, and then all that is in the crown jewels of New Birth. So, great stuff there. Oh, I want to say a happy birthday to you, to our senior pastor, Dr. Jamal Harrison. Brian, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Not well, maybe a holiday for you. It's your birthday. Me, I got to work extra hours on your birthday, May 21st. So I guess that'd be tomorrow for your birthday. Enjoy yourself. Have an amazing time. In fact, make a week of it. Make a month of it. Why don't you? And just doggone have some fun. You work so hard, so give yourself a break. Do something fun with someone you care about, and don't make it about other people all the time. Just make it about yourself this time. I know you make it about other people a lot, so make it about yourself. Enjoy your time, whether if you make it a day, a week, or the whole month, or the whole year. Why not? Every moment is precious. Nothing is ever promised, right? So we walk in expectation of God's best, but we're also walking in a level of gratefulness for his provision and for waking us up every morning. Every morning I wake up like, thank you, Lord. Glory to God. I got another day. to do his will, another day to try to get this thing right, another day to, get closer to my destiny. And so I pray that you will do the same. But happy birthday. One of the best birthday cards. I ever got one of my sons. It's still one of my favorites ever. I wish I could still find it. It was like, well, you know how you open up, these have those musical cards, you open it up and it says something. And so this one says, you open it up, it says, happy birthday, superhero. Woo! It's like cheering them on. Woo! So, Dr. Bryant, happy birthday, superhero. You're our hero here. Proud of you. You're doing such amazing, speaking of groundbreaking work in the ministry and in the marketplace and for social justice and for all kinds of things. So, I think you are all in all areas and making impact in all areas. You're not just someone who's trying to do it. You're doing the doggone thing. And so proud of you. So proud of you. So proud of you. My How We Flow Out today, folks, if you're included in the community of folks who are doing amazing things also, proud of you as well. All of your growth, all of your development, all of your becoming your best self. I mean, it's a hard job to change who you've been all your whole entire life. Would you tend to agree? 50 years I've been like this. I'm always going to be like this. The truth is not in that. You can literally change like that. Just flip that switch. Be like, all right, I'm no longer doing what I was doing. I'm going to do what I should be doing or what I want to be doing or what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And then you just cut it. You need to cut it, right? So stop going back to those same old patterns, those same old places, same old people, same old things. Giving all your good stuff away to people who are not even thankful for it, right? The way they treat you, they don't even deserve it, but we still keep treating them great. So, reclaim your life. Let them go power off and run off and cause the scene. Don't chase them. It's not your future. Don't chase them. You've been chasing them and appeasing them long enough, right? Time to appease yourself. Chase yourself while you chasing God. And that's what you got to do. So, I just want to say, hey, hi, how are you? Oh, I forgot. Love, hugs, pats, kisses, all of that. Yeah. So everybody say, happy birthday, Dr. Brian. Happy birthday, Jamal Brian. Woo, woo, woo. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. You coming? I'll bake you a cake. What kind of cake you like? So let's give him all kind of love, hugs, and pats for his birthday. Yeah, so it's an exciting time around at New Birth right about now. Lots of great things happening now, great things on the horizon, and yep, the best is yet to come. Wait till you see what God has in store next. Everybody ain't gonna like it, but it will be for the best. As long as you like it, as long as God likes it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. If God said it, I believe it, that settles it. So move on over. Somebody move on up out of there and go on to your next space. So you're not holding other people up from their destiny. All the happiness haters, destiny swappers. Just cut it out. Give God glory for him. What was that movie? Meet the Parents. Got my eye on you. Got that foolishness. Stop trying to trick people. Oh, that sermon Sunday, sir. Wow. If you missed that Sunday, you got to go back and watch it. You were saying some things. I already watched it like a time and a half or two. I have to go back again because there's so much in it. My goodness. Sometimes people can't take the truth, but the truth shall make you free. So tell the truth and shame the devil. Why don't you? Yeah, because I don't know what people think. When you said Snow White, I thought you were going to talk about the Seven Dwarfs, Dr. Brian, but you talked about that evil witch. And and how that whole thing went down. Oh, I think my power is out on the computer that's connected to that light. Yeah, so it's like I have to plug it in. I think I ran out of battery. Okay, so got to plug that one back in. But yeah, that evil witch. That was a confirmation. The enemy is big mad. What Michelle Obama and them say. Barack Obama say, "Oh, they mad? Yeah, they big mad. They big mad. They big mad, honey." And that ain't gonna change. So it is what it is. It does what it does, and it bees what it bees. You gotta have my laptop plugged in, so the battery ran out. But again, I have my yellow sweater on, so I'm still the sunshine. Don't matter. I still bring my own light everywhere I go, and I want you to do the same. But anyway, that's when the enemy got mad when you talked about Snow White, and then you talked about her arch nemesis, that evil witch who was only just worried about appearance, right? And validation of others and all that crazy stuff, right? What a waste of time. What a waste of time. If you're like that, don't be like that. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your concern. But I thought you were going to talk about the seven dwarfs, you know? About Grumpy, about Sleepy, about Sneezy. He's allergic to every doggone thing. I'm allergic to all kind of mess. Any mess I'm allergic to, I'm Sneezy. I am Sneezy. I'm allergic to it all. Y'all go with some mess. I ain't gonna be nowhere around it. I'm allergic to that. Doc. Who else is there? Dopey. And it's dopey to keep going back to the same thing, expecting different results. That's dopey. Don't be dopey. Who else is there? So what I said? Doc, Sneezy, Dopey. Was it not Goofy? What's the boy name? The one with the big ears that go. Oh Lord, I gotta look it up. Who's the seven dwarfs? Sleepy. I used to say, I work kind of crazy hours and stuff. Nights, overnights, weekends, whatever, holidays, this and that through broadcast career. 36 years of broadcaster this summer. And you'd be so tired sometimes, but you love what you do, so you just keep doing it. But sometimes friends want me to go do stuff. I'm like, I am two of the seven dwarfs right now. Which ones? Sleepy and Grumpy. So please, by all means, I'm not going out tonight. I'm not going to be at the event. Sorry. I got to get me some rest so I can get myself back together again, right? Because you can't just wear yourself down. Like, keep going. That's kind of what our panel discussion also talked about, is how do we handle mental stress, our mental health, and stress of stressors in our lives and all of that. So it's very similar to what you're talking about in your sermon series, Dr. Brian, where you're talking about the stress that's on us is other people's stress, not even our stress. And sometimes it's our stress too. So, I just want to say, I'm not any of the seven. I'm not, happy. I'm happy. I'm happy is one of the dwarfs. So we'll look up seven dwarfs. I'm happy. That's one of the seven dwarfs. I'm happy tonight. I'm not sleepy or grumpy. I'll be like that in the morning when I'm like, Stephanie, you should go to bed. What time is it? It's like, oh my gosh, 11:11. I should be in the bed right now because I'm going to be doing traffic at 5 a.m. So, seven dwarfs names. But right now, okay, so there's Snow White, ding, and the Evil Queen. Then there's Dopey, and let's see, Grumpy, and Bashful. I'm so bashful. The Evil Queen moonlights as bashful. Bashful and lovely. Sneezy. Happy. That's where I am right now. Sleepy. Doc. Is that seven? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sneezy on your voice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's a 7. So Dopey, that's the one with the ears that do whatever. Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful. I forgot about Bashful. Sneezy, allergic to every doggone thing. Happy, cause I'm happy. Don't be mad, happiness haters. Don't be mad. You too can be happy. It's just a flip of the switch. Just because I'm happy don't mean everything is perfect in my life, because it's not. But It's how I look at it. It's how do I respond to what's going on. You can choose to respond to what's happening in your life any way you want. You can respond in an angry way, a negative. Okay, you respond like all the seven dwarfs. You can respond in, if everything's going crazy and awry in your life, you can respond dopey, like, oh, it's not really going on. I don't believe it. Or grumpy, oh, this is so terrible. Or bashful, I don't really want to address it. I don't want to cause any ruckus. I'm a little bashful. Or you could respond as sneezy. Choo, choo, choo. What would you say? Sorry, I got the sneezing fit. I ain't hear nothing you said. I'm not even paying attention to it. Or you could respond to a situation as happy. Ding. Because that's my choice. And you have your own choices. Sleepy. Sometimes I'm sleepy too. I'm like, I'm just going to stay in the bed all day. That's how I got to respond to what's going on in my life right now. I am on overload. I'm over the whole entire thing. Even though I'm not, I am. And I'm like, God, is the needle going to move any today? How many times I got to look at those people in the same places that they don't need to be? When is my time? Where's my time? My stuff, right? So I'm like, I can't even face it today. I'm just going to sleep. Sleepy. That's the way we respond to stuff. Sleepy. And Doc. Trying to fix everything. Heal everything. I'm trying to heal people. Sometimes I act like Doc. So, the seven dwarfs, Snow White, the evil queen, the magic mirror. Everyone's got a magic mirror in their hand nowadays, right? Here's the magic mirror right here. Magic mirror is this device with all the filters that make us look so amazeballs, right? And so we're looking so amazing, and then, take the filter off you and you're at real life. So, we're all going to age. We're all going to prayerfully grow older. Hopefully God allows you to get older and age gracefully and move into all of your future destiny. So be grateful to grow older, right? But try not to sleep the whole thing away. Sleepy. I do a lot of sleepy. I've been doing a lot of sleepy, but trying to come up out of that sleepy slump. Go with my happy. Try not to sneeze at it, because there's nothing to sneeze at. What they say, that's nothing to sneeze at. Some serious stuff going on in life right now. Nothing to sneeze at. Right? Waiting for someone to show up for you in the way that they're supposed to is nothing to sneeze at, because it's a big deal. And you hope that they know it's a big deal. And you hope they're going to show up in the way that they should. And maybe they're too bashful. That happens. Understandable. But it's nothing to sneeze at. You got to show up bashful. However you are is how you show up. I'm going to show up bashful. I'm going to show up broken. I'm going to show up misunderstood. I'm going to show up scared out of my wits. I'm going to show up so uncomfortable with these feelings that I'm having, but I'm going to show up with them anyway, right? I'm going to show up dopey. Ears wiggling. It's okay. But just show up. The key to the source of the God is to show up. God will show up, but will you? That's what I want to know. Will you show up? I believe, God, that you will. But show up dopey. If you're dopey that day. Show up like grumpy. Because you got to go through so much to get to where you're supposed to go. Show up bashful. Oh, I don't know if they're going to even want me around or like me. Show up sneezy. Nothing to sneeze at. Show up happy. Hey, oh my gosh, I've been waiting to talk to you forever. How are ya? Hey, hi, how are ya? Love, hugs, pats, and all of that. That's all you'll get when you show up. Right? So why would you not show up? Show up sleepy. I know you're working a long hours. I am too. I'm just going to sit on the sofa and chill. I'm okay with that because I like to rest. Show up as one of the seven dwarfs, by golly. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. Show up however you are. You know, just like God says, come as you are. We're like, oh, I gotta get my life together before I get saved and live for the Lord. No. He's the one gonna help you do it right. You don't have to be right before you come. You come as you are. So same here, you're supposed to have a union or reunion with your person or whatever. Come as you are. All are welcome. Just at church. All are welcome. And not that fake welcome. Like you talked about that, Dr. Bright. No fake welcome. No fake, oh, we only accept people like us. No, everybody is welcome. Right? All are welcome. All 7 dwarfs are welcome. Dopey is welcome. Grumpy is welcome. Bashful is welcome. Sneezy is welcome. Happy is welcome. Sleepy is welcome. Doc is welcome. And one is not welcome any more than another. Snow White is welcome. And the evil queen is also welcome, right? All are welcome in God's house. And so you're welcome here too. All versions of you are welcome. Whatever you are that day. Sometimes I'm sleepy and grumpy. Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm bashful. I don't really want to stand up there in that line and talk to people. Talk to you. I don't do all that. That's too much. Right? So what are you going to do? Show up in whatever level of show up dumb that you can do. Because no one's the same every single day. That's not even realistic. That's why we have all these emotions and feelings and all that. Because we're going to ebb and flow. We're going to be different here and there. That's why I always say on How We Flow Out Today TV that if you ask me how I'm doing, that's why we say how we flow. How are you flowing today? You can ask me in the morning how I'm flowing, as in doing, in the midday how I'm flowing, how I'm doing, or in the evening how I'm flowing, how I'm doing. And I might have a different answer each time. In the morning, I might be dopey. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm up so early. Oh, I should have gone to bed instead of doing a video. Right. Or I could be, oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now. Yay. Right. So I'm so grumpy this evening. I'm so bashful. I want to call them, but I'm too shy. I can't do it. What do you think they're going to do? Not answer? Or if they miss the call, you think they won't call you back? They've been waiting for you to call forever. So, and then, you know, there's always the mess in the game that the evil queen puts in there to keep the connections from flowing. But it's going to flow. It's got to. I put up on Instagram, I think it was Real Talk Kim had something on there today that I liked, and it's so very true. Mom used to say it all the time. All the time. She would tell me this when I was up against some stuff, you know? She'd say, let me see, I think I put it in my stories. She says, right here. Let me see. Oh, it might have been on it might have been on Threads or Twitter. Let's see. Let me see if I see her thing here. Real Talk Kim at Real Talk Kim at Real Talk Kim. You get some real talk, boy. Doing some real talk, baby. Yeah, I like her. Real Talk Kim. Today she said a lot today. She said, a lot of good things. She said, well, okay. This is from 2 days ago. Normalize apologizing after you were wrong instead of being defensive and disrespectful because you're embarrassed. Pride stinks. That's at Real Talk Kim on Instagram. Then she said, or posted a word picture. You may not see it yet. This is at Real Talk Kim on IG. You may not see it yet, but your status change has already been approved. Welcome to your season of upgrade. Jonathan Nelson, the struggle is over. I know I can't sing, but that's what she said at the end. You may not see it yet, but your status change has already been approved. Welcome to your season of upgrade, 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 honey. It's time to level up. It's enough living in the kiddie pool. Grow up. Get up to the upper level thing. Get out of the baby pool. You know what they do in the kiddie pool. It's messy in there. No chlorine either to help you. You may not see it yet, drum roll, but your status change has already been approved. Welcome to your season of upgrade. The struggle is over. The struggle is over. The struggle is over. The struggle is over. Say it with me. Come on now. The struggle is over. The struggle is over. The struggle is over. For you and you and you and you and you and me. So the struggle is over. It's a season of upgrade. Come on, we change the seasons here into summer soon, but we got an upgrade season also. That's another season added. And in fact, it's an all year round season, and rest of your life season is upgrade. So you better flip that switch and know it in your mind that that's what it is. You got to believe these things are possible for yourself before they could ever even occur. So you need to know that God can do that for you. And you believe it's possible that he can do it. But furthermore, that you believe you deserve it. Even if you're not deserving, you say, oh, I'm not deserving of this and that. But if God thinks that it's for you, then it's for you. So you do deserve it. You're deserving of the ability to have that great existence, to have that great thing, have your great thing, your thing. You know, the chai in your tea, right? The cream in your cocoa, the caramel on your ice cream, the butterscotch, the lemon in your lift tea bag. Lemon lift tea bags. The lemon in your lift. Oh, there's a tea bag recall. You got to watch for this. I forget what it was. One of those echinacea type teas with some poison in it or something, pesticide, something like that. Look for Google tea recall because you don't want to do that. She said, we're back to Real Talk Kim at Real Talk Kim on IG. She said, stop, collaborate and listen. She says, stop letting people stress you out. You don't have to read that text or open that DM unless it's mine. Read my text, doggone it. It's enough of it getting blocked and stuff. Open my DMs, doggone it. If you got staff opening it, then tell them they better send it to you, please. Stop letting people stress you out. You don't have to read that text or open that DM. The people that stress you out, you got to respond or look at it. It's not necessary. Some people, oh, this part's good. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of to distract you. The devil is cunning and will use people to work for him. Rebuke them and ignore them. You don't owe anyone anything. Come on, Real Talk Kim. Say that again. Stop letting people stress you out. You don't have to read that text or open that DM. Some people are, this one is right. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of. They don't even know they're being used by the enemy, but they are, or they're the enemy themselves. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of to distract you. And when you're distracted, you're not getting anything done. You're not moving forward in what's supposed to be done because you're so like, oh, let me put out this fire. Oh, let me do this. Oh, they're stomping off. Oh, they're mad at what I said. Oh, they're this and that. Oh, they're causing a scene. Oh, they're all puffed up. Distractions. I've been saying that was a distraction all along, haven't I? I've been telling you that was a distraction. It's not a feather in your cap. It's just a doggone distraction up there. Some people, this is at Real Talk Kim's post on IG. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of to distract you. Maybe they were just sent in to distract you from what God really had for you. You ever think of it that way? You thought it was a feather in your cap and a boon for your ego or whatever, or looked a certain kind of way, but that wasn't it. That's not what they say. That's not it. Who said that? Eddie Murphy. That's not it. Oh, I think it was Eddie Murphy. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of. They think they're doing the right thing. The assignment they aren't even aware of to distract you. That's their assignment, to distract you. They don't even know they're on that assignment. The devil sent them to distract you from what God has for you, and it has been working. And again, nothing can stop what God has for you once you've done it. So if he says get into union with your person or your situation, get into union with it. Tie that thing up like that. Block whatever's trying to distract you and keep you from it. They can keep you from it as long as it's like this. They can keep you from it as long as it's like this. They can keep you from it as long as it's like this because it's not locked. When it's like this, and try to pull it apart, it can't be pulled apart. It can't be undone. Once it is done, it is done. It's already done in the spiritual. It is not done in the natural. And because it's not done in the natural, that assignment that people are on that maybe they aren't even aware of to distract you is still working because you haven't done what you're supposed to do. You're distracted. Don't be distracted. The devil is cunning, it says, and will use people to work for him. They know what will distract you. The devil knows what will distract you. So he'll send that. Rebuke them and ignore them. I don't care if they get puffed up, pouty, mad, stomping off. A distraction, causing a distraction, taking away from what's really going on there in the sanctuary. Why are we causing a distraction? Sit yourself down, since you're going to be in the seat anyway. And you didn't do what, who ministered to you on the anniversary night? Former associate pastor of New Birth. I'm sorry, his name fell away from me. When they said, if you can't this, that, and the other thing on a whole fallout back in the hallway, then come out here and do what you're supposed to do, support the man of God at this house, they don't need you. And they just showed you don't need them. They demonstrated it. Like if someone gave you the clue that said, if you can't do this, then they don't need you, and you want them to need you, then you're not going to mess that up. And they cause a distraction. Come on now. What are we doing? Then everybody chase after. Like, what is that? Let them go. Do whatever they're going to do. They cause a distraction, and you add more people following you adds to the distraction. What are we doing? Again, rebuke them and ignore them. Lord have mercy. God speaking. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe them nothing. They're grown people. Let these grown people do grown people things that they doing. They got a whole job. You don't owe them nothing. You gave them work. Why do you owe them something? You paying them. You paying them? If you paying them, then pay them. Their salary. They don't deserve nothing extra unless you wanted to give it to them. And then if you decide I don't want to do that no more, you wasting all my money, I'm going in another direction, then keep it at that cutoff thing. Stop letting people stress you out. You don't have to read that text or open that DM. You don't have to have a close your luncheon. You don't have to, let's just go away one more time. Let's just get together one more time. No, because that's keeping you from your. Some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of to distract you. The devil is cunning and will use people to work for him. Rebuke them and ignore them. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't. You've done enough for so many people. You don't owe anyone anything. And if you want to do something great, then do something great. But people who are not appreciative of it, you've done enough of that, right? So I need you to free your mind and the rest will follow. Free yourself from that obligation that ain't even your obligation. And would you say, Dr. Brian, you said, your sister said that whatever percentage of people's stress is not even their stress, it's other people's stress on them. take that thing off, like getting rid of the stress off you, right? Take that stress off you, because you got to wear that old heavy jacket, that weighted coat, that weighted whatever, those people weighing you down. Not wiping you down, weighing you down. And we trying to fly. We ain't got time to be weighed down. Now, again, this is at Real Talk Kim's post. She says, or it says on her post, I don't know if she wrote it or if it's her writing or she found it somewhere, but it's at Real Talk Kim on IG. This is posted. Stop letting people stress you out. I think you said that in the sermon too. You said, I am stressed by the people. And you said it again, something like, I am feeling the stress of the people. And then you said, let me say it backwards. These people are stressing me out. So you're like, yeah, these people are stressing me out. Stop letting people stress you out, says at Real Talk Kim's post. You don't have to read that text or open that DM. You ain't, this don't say in the post, but you ain't got to meet with them. You ain't got to talk to them. You ain't got to look at them. You ain't got to converse with them. You ain't got to do nothing. And if you send them on their way, you never have to deal with them again. But when you're in that same space, they're going to be in there trying to do stuff. You know, security. You don't have my face with that mess. Don't let them talk to me. They are a distraction. That's what you need to say. Tell your people, don't let them talk to me. The people that are doing you no good, don't let them talk to you. Because they're going to try to spin, manipulate, and all of that to distract you, right? Talking about that too, boy. You talked about everything in that sermon. Gotta go play that back before I go to bed. You said the manipulators, the gaslighters. You talked about it all. And I'm like, yeah. I want to get a clip of that and post it. But oh my gosh. You Get on My Nerves. The sermon series part 3. That's the one y'all got to watch. But they're all good. And the comforter, sir. Oh my gosh. There were so many layers to that service. So many layers to that service. At Real Talk Kim on IG says on her post, stop letting people stress you out. That's number 1. Number 2, you don't have to read that text or open that DM or whatever thing they trying to do, send you. Number 3, just know some people, not everybody, but some people are on an assignment that they aren't even aware of to distract you. She has distract in all caps. And another reminder, it says, the devil is cunning and will use people to work for him. So it might not show up looking like the devil, but it is. They go put the devil in the package that you like so lovely, right? Looks so sweet and tender and wonderful, but it's all evil up on the inside of that hollow bunny, honey. The devil is cunning, will use people to work for him, rebuke them and ignore them. You don't owe anyone anything. All we owe is God some praise. That's all. We owe God. We don't owe anybody anything. It's great to do for people when you can. It's great to do for people because you want to, but you don't owe them anything, right? Unless they borrowed and you're repaying a debt. But in this scenario, right here, you don't owe them nothing. You understand me? So again, hey, hi, how are you? Love you. Heart eyes and all of that. It was a multi-layered, multifaceted church service. I can't even get into all of it, but you got to watch it. But there was another part, after that Diddy video came out over the weekend on Friday and all of that, Pastor Dr. Brian, you talked about domestic violence and what that can look like, and did an altar call for people who are currently dealing with domestic violence, right? And please come up. And people don't want to come up, right? Because either they're ashamed and don't want people to know, or it's a true danger. And that I really appreciate media not showing these people like on a typical altar call or join the church, because they could be in danger, right? So that was great. And so they came And then they didn't have to go back to their seats in case the person was with them, right? So they got to sit up to the front and hopefully got some assistance. Dr. Bright, you said you're going to get them some assistance, so they could get out of these situations, because the thing is real, right? And so, let me see. Then, which I thought you might do, Dr. Bryant, but I was hoping you wouldn't. Then you said, okay, so anyone else out here who is a survivor of domestic abuse, right? Please stand. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to stand up. I don't want to stand up. But then guess what? I stood up, but so many people were standing up. So many people have dealt with that. So many. I did not feel alone. So many. But yeah, I stood up. And, I went through that. So it's like, it turns out to be ultimately for good, because we all didn't feel alone. Because first everybody's like, it's like, and this is not a funny topic. It just reminded me of, what's that old, it was a really old game show. What's my line, maybe? Contestant number 1, what's your name? I am Albert Einstein, and I discovered so-and-so. And then I'm Albert Einstein, and I discovered so-and-so. I'm Albert Einstein, and I discovered so-and-so. And then the panel asked the 3 people who say they're Albert Einstein or whoever they actually are. One of them's the real person, the other one's pretending, other 2 are pretending, all these questions about what it is that they are supposed to do, be, or know. And then the panelists, the celebrity panelists will tell which one they think it is. So then when it's time to reveal who it is, they say, all right, will the real Albert Einstein please stand up? And so they don't just let them stand right up, like, they, like, somebody pretend to get up, then the next person over here, then the next person, and they're each trying to pretend to get up, and you're wondering if it's your person that you picked, and then finally they stand up and it's them. And it wasn't only one standing up. It wasn't only me standing up. It was me thinking of standing up, and then knowing I should stand up, and then looking around to see if anyone else is going to stand up, and then realizing I'm going to stand up anyway. And then more people stood up, and then we became a force together, right? Of survivors of domestic abuse, right? Domestic violence. So I think I talked about this in a video before, and then I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. The power and control wheel. You should Google power and control wheel. This is going to be backwards, I think, but no, actually it's frontwards. Power and control wheel. You see that? So these are all areas of power and control that look like or are domestic abuse. And some of these things were happening to me, and I did not consider it or know that it was, actual considered domestic abuse, because you just mostly think that it's only when people are, hey, welcome back. My son's home from work. Welcome back. So you mostly think that it is when it's physically abusive, right? You think of that. And so, I experienced that. Got choked and grabbed or whatever a couple times. So, one time choked, a couple of times grabbed on. And it's like, what is going on, right? That I understand. But some other things are very subtle. And I need you to ask yourself if anyone is doing these things to you. Okay? So some of the things that they talk about are, if I can pull this up here. Probably can't. Using coercion and threats. Using coercion and threats. Is anyone using coercion and threats against you? That is domestic violence, domestic abuse. As in making and or carrying out threats to do something to hurt you. Are they threatening to leave you? Threatening to commit suicide? Threatening to report you to welfare or child services? Threatening to make you drop, not threatening, but making you drop charges if you do file charges. Making you do illegal things. That's using coercion and threats in the power and control wheel, talking about domestic violence. Did you know that was domestic violence? People do that kind of stuff. There's another thing people do. I didn't know it was domestic violence until I went to get some counseling, and they showed me this wheel. Another way of power and control and domestic violence is using intimidation. Is anyone doing this to you? Making you afraid by using looks. I don't mean looking cute or handsome. I mean giving you that look like, better not say nothing, better not do nothing. Yeah, I've seen that. I experienced that. So making you afraid by using looks, actions, gestures. All of that. Smashing things. Punching holes in the wall. I think that qualifies. They punch holes in the wall. Several houses we had. Like, what? What are we doing? That's a problem. I laugh and it's not even funny, but that's a problem. Making you afraid by using looks, actions, or gestures. Smashing things, and I said punching holes in walls. That had to hurt, right? Punching a hole in the wall. I mean, drywall not that thick, but still. Destroying your property. Is anyone destroying your property? Is anyone abusing pets? Is anyone displaying weapons to you? That's using intimidation. That is domestic violence. And again, I did not know. I mean, I knew it wasn't right, but I didn't consider it to be domestic violence that I was going to report somewhere. Just think there's something wrong with this person. How about this one? Using emotional abuse. Anyone use emotional abuse? Putting you down. I don't even know how to put you down. You this and you that. Well, you're not this or you're not that. Making you feel bad about yourself. Anyone make you feel bad about yourself? Anyone call you names? Name calling, that's abuse. Making you think you're crazy. Gaslighting, right? People do these things. And I mean, men do it to women, women do it to men, men to men, women to women, adults to children. And all of it is wrong, and all of it is domestic violence, right? So using emotional abuse as in putting you down, making you feel bad about yourself, calling you names, making you think you're crazy or gaslighting you. That didn't happen. I was there. I know what happened. Playing mind games, humiliating you, and making you feel guilty. Do people make you feel guilty so you can pay their bills? That's abuse. You need to leave. Or actually send them out because you're not at their house if you're paying their bills. They're at your house. They got to go. That's abuse. That is domestic violence. Making you feel guilty about not paying their bills. Please, intimidation, this and that. Another way is on the power and control wheel, using isolation. Okay, so we're just checking. I'm not saying anyone's doing anything to you, but we're just checking because I did not know that these were considered domestic violence. Using isolation. For example, controlling what you do or who you see and talk to. Is anyone doing that to you? Controlling what you do, controlling who you see, controlling who you talk to? Are they controlling what you read, controlling where you go? Are they limiting your outside involvement? Are they using jealousy to justify their actions? I was just so jealous. That's why I did so-and-so to you. That's why I pulled that knife on you, because I was jealous. You like that other person. What? Huh? Say that again. You did that because what? Using jealousy to justify their actions. And I mean their bad actions. Okay. Again, using isolation. Controlling what you do. Controlling who you see. Is anyone doing this to you? Controlling who you talk to. Controlling what you read. Controlling where you go. Limiting your outside involvement. Using jealousy to justify the actions of why they're doing this. Oh my gosh, this is so true in a case that I know about. Trying to get a connection with my person, right? And so other people are using isolation against the union. They're controlling what you do and who you see and who you talk to. They're not going to let the connection come together at any cost, right? They're controlling what you read. You can't read your emails. I'm going to block those. I'm going to redirect them. Controlling where you go. Oh, no, don't go over there and talk to them. Limiting your outside involvement with somebody else, right? No, just be with me. Just be with me. I'm just jealous. Using jealousy to justify those actions. That is using isolation. That's domestic violence. I didn't know that. Power and control wheel also talks about minimizing, denying, and blaming. Minimizing, denying, and blaming. Is anyone doing this to you? Minimizing, denying, and blaming their abuse. Blaming about the abuse. Are they making light of the abuse and not taking your concerns about it seriously? Saying the abuse didn't happen, shifting responsibility for the abusive behavior, or saying you caused it. You made me do that. Minimizing, denying, and blaming. Minimizing, making light of the abuse. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Says who? Not taking your concerns about it seriously. I really is something that's I don't want to stand here for this. Oh, I don't know what you're so concerned about. It's no big deal. People do that all the time. They'll tell you, oh, that didn't happen, right? Saying abuse didn't happen. That didn't happen. Shifting responsibility for abusive behavior and saying that you caused it. So in one instance, I said, hey, you got this mark on me. I forget where the mark was. And, oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm like, well, what are you going to say about it? What do you want me to say? I don't know. You going to apologize? Oh, and here's the apology. I'm sorry you got hurt. You sorry I got hurt? I did not get hurt. You hurt me. But you sorry I got hurt. And that goes under shifting responsibility for abusive behavior, saying you caused it. I didn't hurt myself. I didn't get hurt. You hurt me. Let's be clear, right? Making light of the abuse. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Look, it's bad. Not taking my concerns about it seriously, not taking your concerns about that abuse seriously, and also saying it didn't happen. Oh, I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. People do these things, and that is part of domestic violence, okay? Not just about only the pure physical manifestation of it, like we saw in that video with Diddy and Dear Miss Cassie, right? Using children. Does anyone use children in a violent manner? Making you feel guilty about the children. Using the children to relay messages to you. Using visitation to harass you. Threatening to take the children away. If you move to Atlanta, I'm going to take full custody of the boy. And I believed it for a long time, and I never came back here. Until I thought about it, I'm like, they don't want no full custody. They barely want weekend visitation. Come on now. Stephanie, stop thinking about that, believing these people. They ain't going to do that. But it's power and control, and then you get conditioned to this stuff, and you begin to believe it, right? So how do you get out of it? It's hard to get out of it, but it can be done. Sometimes it's very dangerous. You've got to really get some help and come up with a plan. This power control reel is about women being abused by men, but it literally could be in both roles. This says using male privilege. I'll just say using gender privilege, right? Treating them like a servant. Go get me so-and-so. Making all the big decisions. Sometimes it looks like somebody's trying to make all the big decisions over there. They're not the boss. Acting like the master of the castle. Being the one to define men's and women's roles. Who defines that? That's using the gender privilege. Just say using male privilege, using gender privilege. Using, economic abuse. Come on, somebody. I did not know this was domestic violence. I thought it was a person who was just not nice. Didn't want to do right for the family, right? Or part of it, I did think that it was not right. But I did not know it was domestic violence or domestic abuse. Because this happened to me many a time. God bless me to always be able to get a job in broadcasting without an interview, just because off of reputation alone. So whether it was DC, Maryland, Virginia, Philly, wherever I was, right? And so I would get jobs. But knowing because we had kids, we had to flip the schedule somehow so that I could work too. And so this says, pardon me, using economic abuse. Okay, using economic abuse is also domestic abuse, domestic violence. Preventing her or him from getting or keeping a job. So I would get jobs. I would say, well, you're gonna have to change your schedule. You're gonna have to change your schedule in order to make this work a little bit. Oh yeah, they'll say, I'll change my schedule. Just go ahead and get the job. You're like, okay, good. Yeah, that'll work. And you go get the job. I mean, I've accepted jobs. I accepted a weathercaster job, TV weathercaster job. I accepted some radio jobs. I've accepted several jobs. When my spouse would say, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll help make sure we can arrange the kids and care and all that stuff. I'll change my schedule a little bit. And then I just go get the job. And I would get these jobs. And then I say, hey, I got the job. All right, so what are we going to do about the schedule? How are you going to change your schedule? Change my schedule? Change my schedule? What you mean change my schedule? I ain't changing my schedule. What you talking about? Like we never discussed it. So what do I have to now do? Now I have to go back to these jobs. And this is several jobs this happened to, several job offers. And say, oh, I can't take the job now. Oh, no, well, I really want you. Now I'm the one with childcare issues, right? And that's using economic abuse, preventing her or him from getting or keeping a job. Just go get the job. I'll change the schedule. No problem. Yeah, that'd be great. Go get the job. And I believe them and I get the job. And they don't want to change their schedule. I never said I would change my schedule. I'm like, gaslighting. You did say you would change your schedule, or else I would not have told them I could do the job. So therefore, I'm the one with childcare concerns. So as much as I could go and apply for a job and get it based off of prior work or reputation without having to, go through all the hoopla and loopholes, I'm now the one with childcare issues. Even when I was selling real estate. Oh yeah, sell real estate. That's going to be great. Yeah, I'll help you with it. No. So now he's not going to help me with the kids. So now I'm taking kids on showings. You just can't do that. Couldn't do it. It's crazy. That's using economic abuse. I didn't know that was considered domestic abuse. So I kept rolling with it and thinking he's going to be different and change, and he never was, right? So that was the power and control reel. I think I went through all of them. Using coercion and threats, using intimidation, looks, actions, gestures. I know people do that to you. Using emotional abuse, putting you down, making you feel bad about yourself, calling you names, making you think you're crazy, playing mind games, manipulation, spell work, magic, illusions, humiliating you, making you feel guilty. Oh, how could you not pay my bills anymore? Because you're a grown person. Go pay your own bills. You got a whole job. I hired you for a whole job. Do the job. Stop being a distraction. Using isolation, controlling all of your communication, intercepting stuff on your phone, Yeah. So a person I'm talking to on here, I sent you some messages and you or someone messaged me back. Didn't sound like you. And I need to know if it was you or the interception, because that's kind of what goes on. And then after that, it was like Michigan J Frog, ribbit, nothing, right? So I don't understand. But you got to check your camp again and see what's really going on. Not your whole camp. I like a good 3/5 of your camp. 2/5 are like, they got to go. One's already gone. I ain't seen them in a while. I guess they're gone. The other one, still holding the mic every day. Like, what? Why you got them praying over your blessings? Come on now. Ain't no oil on that. They just a mimicker, shape-shifting, reciting, and no oil. I don't know why. And furthermore, I don't want to keep asking this question, but what were they doing with the oil on April 14th? Was it April 14th? At 2 hours, 21 minutes in? Why were they pouring oil on someone's belongings that had been ministered to? Their glasses? What's that going to do? What were we doing? Trying to reverse the freedom that the person received? Come on, man. I need you to look at all this stuff. Stop being stuck in the space of, moving forward and doing all these great things and not seeing what's right around you, not seeing the forest for the trees, or really not seeing the trees right in front of you for this forest. You got the whole forest, like, oh, you're working on this whole big thing because it's a whole big thing. But right in the middle of the big forest that you're working on is a whole bad seed tree, a rotten tree. In fact, a couple of them working together, but one of them I think is gone. And I'm sure they got some other minions out there, like the little girl they sent up to me to say some foolishness. I'm like, well, they were just standing right there. Why didn't they tell me that themselves? Why they send you? I don't even know you. It's some mess in the game. Anyway, so I digress. It's just a distraction. Which one of the 7 dwarfs am I right now? Oh, Lord, have mercy on us all. Jesus be praised. Glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. He is able. You just got to trust him. Stop trusting these outside folk. You seen where they've been. You see how they treat people. See how they treat your friends. They dragged them through the mud over these years of what we've been told. And now they're dragging you. Just do anything, whatever it takes to keep hanging on. They don't want to go begging for no eggs or no milk. And I already told them what they could do in my last video. But they got to heal first. And they got to go. They can't stay there. No matter what they do, I don't care what they do. They can't stay there. And it's up to you to make that happen. All right? So follow through. You know what it is. Stop listening to them. What Real Talk Kim say? The enemy sends people to work on their behalf, and they might not even know it. They here messing up your destiny, and they might not even know it. They think that they're supposed to be there, and they're not. You know they're not. God knows they're not supposed to be there. But you put them there. It was a choice you made. Now, make better choices. Make a new choice. We can always change our mind. Make another choice. As easily as they're in, is as easily as they're out. It don't take much. It doesn't. Don't overthink it. Like, oh, what if nothing? They failed the task. They violated the oath and the protection. They violated the sanctity of what was supposed to be there, right? Yeah. You know what it is. I can't talk about it. But you know what it is. All right? Make good choices. Make better choices. Make the best choices, because every choice we've made up to today got us to where we are right now. In this very moment that you're watching me, you got here because of choices you made. Do you like where you are? If you don't like where you are, stop making them same goofy choices. Sometimes we just keep making the same choice again and again to keep having to learn the same lesson again and again because we never learned the lesson. So God keeps making us repeat the lesson. And then you get stuck in the cycle of repeating the lesson that you never learn and you never level up. And then everyone is connected to your destiny is now slowed down because you don't learn the lesson. I need you to learn a lesson. I need me to learn my lessons. I need them to learn their lessons. I need people to go that need to go. I need people to clear that need to clear. And I need the destiny riders to just get right into it. That's what I need. That's what I need. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm turning into sleepy and grumpy. 2 of the 7 dwarfs. Tonight, 2 of the 7 dwarfs. Tomorrow I'll be back to happy again. But I think I need a little sleep right now. Gosh, it's 12 o'clock. All right, so I'm going to bed, and I'm going to see y'all when I see ya. And get them people out my daggum seat. Actually, that ain't my seat. Keep moving them down the aisle till they all the way out the door. Move them down the row. Move them down the row. Move them down the row. Enough with the musical chairs. Just send them all. I mean, it was a whole distraction. Why'd you let them have it be a distraction? That should be the rap. What are you running to distraction for? So, anyway. Listen. Oh, it's 12:03. Happy birthday, Dr. Brian. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Love, hugs, pats. All of that. Give you the joy of the Lord is your strength on your birthday. Wait, 53 maybe. You know, you're doing good. Doing great. So, enjoy. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. Let me know if you're coming. I'll bake you a cake, okay? All right. Listen, everybody. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. I'll see you on another video sometime. I don't know when. But we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oil can. Oil can what? We know what the oil can do. Come on. See what the Lord has done. You don't want that? What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Show up and stop worrying about everything. If you're going to be one of the 7 dwarfs, be one of the 7 dwarfs and come. Don't be one of the 7 dwarfs and hold back. If you're bashful, come up there bashful and say, that's what I want. If you grumpy, come up there grumpy. That's what I want. I'm tired of waiting for it. If you come up there sneezy, chew, I'm allergic to chew, making good decisions, but chew, I'm making one right now, even allergic to it. That's what I want, right? All of that. And the rest of the 7 dwarfs too. No whites waiting for her Prince Charming. Who is it? Wonder Woman is waiting for Superman. And happy birthday, superhero! Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? Are you 4? Happy birthday to you. Ha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Ha-cha-cha. That's all the songs the kids used to sing at all the birthday parties I took the kids to. All kinds of ways to sing happy birthday. But happy birthday to you. And many more. All right? Let this be the last day that you don't do what's best for you. Let yesterday have been the last day. Once you start your birthday, it's a whole new cycle, honey. We're all the way up. Drop, kick, cut, set aside, dismiss. You the boss up in there anyway. You decide. They don't decide. They want to be the boss. They're not the boss. You're the boss. You're in charge. You make the decision, okay? So please, make the decision and get on with your life, by golly. All right, look up the power and control wheel. It's going to look like this here, if you Google that. And if anyone is in any of these situations, make sure you check out the National Domestic Violence Hotline, because they have a whole thing here. It's so important because some people are in super duper danger, right? Super danger. Security alert says internet usage can be monitored and it's impossible to erase completely. If you're concerned your internet usage might be monitored, because people do that, call their number. Learn more about digital security. Remember to clear your browser history after visiting this website, National Domestic Violence Hotline. This power control wheel. It says click the red X in the upper right corner or escape button on your keyboard twice at any time to leave the hotline.org immediately, because maybe someone's coming in. You're trying to find a way of escape, and here comes that person who's a threat to you. And you, for your own safety, you don't want to be looking at that when they come in, right? So you go ahead and click out of it. So I like that they put that feature in there. So I'm gonna click OK at the message. And then at any time I need to click out of it, open it in the browser. Hear that red exit right there? See? Oops, there we go. It says power control and then that red exit. In case someone were coming and you had to get out of there, not look like you're here, you just hit that and it will get you immediately out of that browser like you weren't anywhere, okay? And you're back on Google. Looking at candy being recalled. Oh yeah, there was this candy being recalled. Hyundai's got more recalls. Strawberry stories. Student loan borrowers got 2 extra months to benefit from a temporary debt relief. Whatever it is that you need to do. But it's great that they have that, okay? So, the power and control wheel, it's a whole real thing that really opened my eyes to domestic violence and abuse in ways that I knew there were things that weren't right that the person was doing to me, but I did not realize that it was categorized in that manner. And so I think it's my job to share with anyone who may need to know that. Like, that's not normal. I know they shouldn't do it, but wow. I only thought it was if someone's actually physically abusing you, but there's all kinds of abuse, including economic abuse, coercion and threats, intimidation, emotional abuse, isolation, minimizing, denying, and blaming about the abuse, using children in the abuse, not abusing children, but using children to abuse you. Not the children are abusing you, but in this case, they said for using children, making you feel guilty about the children. Oh, you should stay. What about the kids? They're going to see us apart. Using the children to relay messages. Tell your mother. Tell your father. Using visitation to harass them. You come to pick up the kids and they're harassing you because they know they got to see you during visitation. People do that. And it's abuse. Threatening to take the children away. If you move away to so-and-so, then I'm going to get full custody. I believed it for years until I didn't. And then we're here. Kids have done much better here than they would where we lived up north, and he's satisfied with it. But it was just a tactic that I had to learn to not be under that control, because the longer you're under it, the harder it is to break free of it. Whether it's pure physical violence or any of these other types, using male or female privilege, economic abuse, and all those things, power and control, physical violence, sexual violence, other types of abuse. And they all are abuse. So if you or anyone you know has experienced any of these things, please see if you can help them. And here's the other side. If you are doing any of these things to anybody and you didn't think it was that bad, that's not that bad. I always tell her, not worried about it. That wasn't no big deal. I always tell them, yeah, tell your dad so-and-so. You know, I always say they could get a job and then tell them go get a job, and then I don't let them get the job because I don't do what I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm always putting them down. That's how we talk to each other. No, it's not how you talk to each other. I'm always putting them down. I'm always making them feel bad about themselves. You know, that's how I keep them in line. That's our love language. That's not how you love each other. That's how you hurt each other. Calling people names, making them think they're crazy, and gaslighting. No, that's not normal. These are not normal, healthy. Maybe they're normal because people do them a lot, but they're not healthy ways of interacting in a relationship. It's just not, or with people. So think about that. Playing mind games, humiliating you, making you feel guilty. Again, power and control wheel. You got to check it out. And we'll talk more about this another day, because I'm going to get my beauty rest, and I will see you guys on the radio in the morning. And on the People Station, V103, the ATL #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Also on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. On the new Star 94, or on News and Talk 1380 WAOK, the voice of the community. Woo, 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 woo. So I'll see you there. Then I got teaching my class. Got a couple classes to teach tomorrow. So I won't be able to be at the Bible study. I'll be teaching class tomorrow night also. But I'll check you out in the when I'm on break, and then after I get out of class, I'll have to watch the replay. So make it good, by golly. This is the week of episode 3 of the You Get On My Nerves. There was a song, and I'm gonna go. There was a song when satellite radio first came out. And before it was in every car. They had these portable satellite radios, like a little one that you could carry around. It was like a Walkman or whatever, before iPods were so small. And so we can hook it in the car, you can play it in the house, you can add an antenna to it, all that stuff. So it's portable, or you can walk around with it while you're working out or whatever. And so on XM Kids, when the kids were really little, on XM Kids, I would record all of these great kids songs that I'd never heard before, right? And so there's one called "You're Getting On My Nerves." Let's see, I don't know who made it. Getting on my nerves. So similar to your sermon series title, Dr. Bryant, he said, "You get on my nerves." And so it says, "You're getting," I don't know who made that song. Let me see. "Getting on my nerves." So many great songs. And I was so sad. And unfortunately, my son, he was young. He was trying to worked the little radio and accidentally erased all of the great songs that we'll never hear again. Getting on my nerves song by Super Honey. Yeah, Super Honey. I think that's it. Maybe it's not. Let me see. Yeah, there's I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. Let's see. Not Super Honey. So many great songs. There was that's where I heard the song from another video. That's they "Don't Fill Up on Chips." Don't fill up on chips. Why, ma? Why, ma? If you fill up on chips, you won't eat your dinner. So read my lips. Don't fill up on chips. Or French toast. Some guys playing the toaster. You know, you can bang on the toaster. All around the country, coast to coast, people like to have toast. I don't like to brag. I don't like to boast. Something. French toast. French toast. It's just silly, but it's just fun. It's just fun. You get it on my nerves. Song lyrics. I don't know who made that song. Kids song. Another one. I'm a mechanical man. I was born in a factory. He sounded like a robotic voice. I'm a mechanical. I can't make a robotic voice, like a synthesized robotic voice. I was born in a factory. My serial number is 0675067547623. Something like that. I have a mechanical wife or something like that. She something. Oh, we just used to have a good time. I love being a parent, I tell you. My kiddos are grown now, but we had such good times. And we're having good times now. Enjoying them as adults as well. But oh my gosh, I don't know who made that song. I have to find it. It was on XM Kids, but now it's Sirius XM together. XM Radio. Let's see. Getting on my nerves. It says, here it is. It's by Terry Hendricks. Okay. I hope I don't get it. I'm using this in Fair Use Act for Terry Hendricks' Nerves. I don't own the rights to it. I don't know if you'll be able to even hear this, but so it says, be nice to your friends. Be nice to your brother too. It's important to be nice. And then it says, okay, I'll be patient, I'll be kind. And then one day you'll read my mind. You're getting on my nerves. That could be your theme song for your rest of your sermon series. Here we go.
Be nice to your friends. That's the way that you make new friends. Be nice, hear you say. That's the way you need to be nice. Read you and I'll be kind. I'm glad you can't read my mind. You're getting
on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves. Get on my nerves. This is Terry Hendricks. Nerves. Nerves. Getting on my nerves. Making me wait around. Then all nice. Be nice
to your sister.
To your sister. Be nice to your brother too. Makes you happy.
When you're nice.
When you're nice. That's the way you need to be nice. I heard you and I'll be kind. But if you can read my mind, you get on my nerves. Nerves. Getting on my nerves, baby. That's getting on my nerves. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to your brother too. That's the way you make friends. It's so important to be nice. I'm nice. And then they say, they're listening. I'm nice. I'll be patient. I'll be kind. But if you could just read my mind, you're getting on my nerves. People be getting on your nerves, don't they? Listen. Linda. Don't let people get on your nerves. I'm a little sleepy, a little grumpy, so I'm doing the 7 dwarfs and I'm out. Love you. God bless you. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. Thanks for joining us on How We Flow Out Today TV. And follow us on IG at howweflow.today. And yeah, one of these days when I stop getting on my own nerves, I'm going to get that website back up for you guys. howweflow.today. Not .com, but .today. Give God some glory for a good day. It's been a good day and I thank God for it. I got my health and strength. I know that I'm his child. And if it's your birthday, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Shout out to Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant. Jamal, happy birthday. Love it. Excited for you. Enjoy, okay? All right. If I knew you was coming, I'd have baked the cake. Let me know when you're coming. I'll bake a cake. Good night. See you guys. Love